Greetings and welcome, or welcome back as the case may be. Today's probably a Monday. This is usually when I post this sort of thing, so it's Monday. And I'm going to talk a little bit about something that we astronomers, it's near and dear to our hearts, and not for a good reason, and that is light pollution. A lot of people don't realize it because we live in cities these days instead of out in the country, but our tendency to light up the night, it causes a lot of problems. We don't see the night sky. Not a big deal for most people, but it can be inspiring. It's beautiful to see a nice dark sky and see hundreds of stars in the sky and see the Milky Way cutting across. So light pollution is something that affects all of us. It affects wildlife. It affects everything. So to give you an idea of exactly how big of a problem it is, I've got a picture for you. And this is it. This picture was taken at the UND Space Studies Observatory, about 10 and a half miles outside of Grand Forks, North Dakota. And you can see that the somewhat small town of Grand Forks lights up the entire eastern horizon out at this. This is about a 2 to 3 second exposure. So you can see a few stars across the top of the image. You can see one of the roll-off roof covers that we have on our observatory to the right. Another one in the background back there. And a little dome that's not currently unused. But you can see the color of the grass in a 2 to 3 second exposure in the middle of the night. This was taken around midnight. So this is fairly typical of how bright things are these days. So the night really isn't the night anymore. So when we're talking about light pollution, we're not talking about, oh, there's a little light on the horizon, big deal. We're talking, all it takes is a 2 to 3 second exposure, and you're seeing color. So, for comparison, your eye takes about the equivalent of a roughly 1/20th of a second exposure. This is why movies run at about 24 to 30 frames per second, and you see most of us, I should say, see steady, complete, continuous motion. We don't see pulsing frames. There are some people who see at a much higher frame rate, as it were. But 2 to 3 seconds really isn't a long exposure. In astronomy, we'll frequently do, tens to hundreds of minute long exposures. So this is a problem. And you should be concerned about it as well, because like I said, it's taking away, it's stealing the night sky from you. So how do we deal with this? Well, one way is to turn off some of the lights at night. We don't really need all of this. Do we really need a parking lot lit up all the time when nobody is parking there? And the answer is no. Other things we can do to mitigate this problem is put shields on the lights. I mean, we want the light down on the ground where we are anyway. So why aren't there shields directing the light down onto the ground? Why aren't there motion detectors on the lights? That way, when something or someone is moving around, hey, the lights are on. When they're not, the lights are off. So there are ways of dealing with this problem. People just don't want to. So I'm hoping maybe you'll see this video and you'll decide maybe we want to do something about this. But I'll switch back to the light, to the photograph, and bid you a good day, and we'll see you next time. Please, if you like this, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.